Hi everyone. So yesterday you saw the video of Amelia getting her ALF appliance, and I just wanted to share with you our experience and how it all went. So first of all, one thing I haven't addressed yet is our initial appointments. The first day we went in, the dentist took measurements and looked at her palate height, width, etc. Also was looking at her tongue, and I think we have to go in and at least get evaluated for a tongue tie. But then we had to get impressions done of her teeth. So they use, in our case, like a putty kind of. If you've seen that, if you've had braces like me in the past, you know what I'm talking about. But the difference here is that they also needed to get impressions of the palate, which means that there's a lot more of that mushy stuff in the mouth, and it has to stay in there for it to dry, and Amelia was not thrilled with that part. She gagged a few times, and it was a bit of a process, so they had to do that for the top and the bottom. And I think I knew that. I didn't realize how much material they were going to have to use, again, because they need to get the entire roof of the mouth as well. So it's just a lot more stuff in the mouth. Yesterday we got our appliance. I was happy to see that we had both upper and lower, because I didn't know that. I thought for some reason we were only getting upper, and I was confused as to how her lowers were going to react to that. Oh, and also it takes about 6 weeks for the ALF to be made, and for us it happened to be around the holidays. So when we had our appointment, it was actually 2 months, and then they canceled on us because in Austin, Texas, we had a non-existent snow day, but the city pretty much shuts down here whenever it gets cold or icy. So then we ended up being a little over a week delayed, and so that put us at like 9 weeks or so. And by then, and she recently just had a growth spurt, and so her teeth actually have changed and have gotten a little bit longer and bigger. I think the dentist referred to it as eruptions. So I would recommend, I mean, it was fine because they were able to kind of bend them and customize them, which they have to do anyway. But I think getting it closer to that 6 weeks would be more ideal. And after they put it in, they have to put some composites on the teeth. And then they also put these little, she called them little pearls, on the top and the bottom. So 4 teeth total. So when Amelia bites down, there's like a space in between. Like it's not like this, it's actually kind of like that. So there's a space in between. And it was a little traumatic. I think, well, first of all, she's not used to people up in her business. She's never seen one of those little vacuum suction things, nor has she experienced like the push water things that they use. And then they had like a cotton ball in there to try to move her tongue out of the way. And then they have to use that, like a little UV handheld device to set the composite. So it was just a lot of stuff going on. And after they put the first one in, she really kind of freaked out and was not happy. She pretty much yelled the entire time that was going on. And that will have to happen every time we go in for adjustment. They have to take it out, adjust it, put it back in again, do the whole composite stuff again. And so we had a discussion with her yesterday, just that was going to have to happen every time. And she said she understood and she was okay with it. So also yesterday was the first time I got a chance to see her airway in an x-ray. She's definitely having, uh, it's not a perfect airway, and it is somewhat compressed, I think is how they called it, but I didn't get a chance to talk to the dentist fully about that. There's just a lot going on yesterday, and once we were done, she was like pretty much ready to go. But we're going back in a few weeks, so I will get more information on that. But I wasn't totally surprised, just because not much. There's definitely been improvements with getting her adenoids taken out, but it hasn't been like a miracle for us. So more to come, but in a few days we're going to our first myofunctional therapy session, so we will definitely make sure to post from that, and we're excited to get some exercises to help retrain her tongue. And we are definitely looking forward to this process helping her out in the short term and the long term. All right, have a good weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.